It's never easy to win on the road in the NBA, and by the look in the eyes of the Orlando Magic players, they know they've got a job ahead of them. The city of Charlotte, North Carolina is the setting for our broadcast tonight. And isn't the view magnificent? Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. And for the Hornets, they've got Miles Bridges. Bismack Biyombo is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Devontae Graham, and it's Rozier in at the point. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Now, here's Fultz. Pass to Fournier. The 3 ball. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, you love the leap that Fournier has taken in this area. This guy a very dangerous shooter.
And here is Graham. There's the pass to Rozier. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, James Borrego had a few minutes to share with me. We talked about the problems Aaron Gordon presents on their defense. Coach said with his athleticism, whoever guards him is going to be exhausted by his activity. That's something we need to account for. That means a lot of rotation players on the big man tonight. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. First quarter, just over a minute played. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And Doris, one thing that's never been an issue for Fultz, that handle. Great at navigating in traffic for himself or creating opportunities for his teammates.
Right, Markelle is so adept at using change of pace, change of direction. It's a little bit of a herky-jerky motion. He'll lull you to sleep and then out of nowhere cross you over. This guy is fun to watch.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, just so good at navigating his way into that painted area. Incredible confidence from Aaron Gordon.
Fultz against Rozier. Sweet little floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Fultz kicks to Fournier. Vucevic down low. Biyombo on him. For 3. That's Biyombo with the rebound. The Hornets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Basket counts.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. Trying his luck from deep. Here's Vucevic, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Nikola Vucevic has averaged double-digit rebounds for the vast majority of his career. You want him to get to work on the offensive end? No problem.
Now here's Graham. Back to Rozier. Lets the 3 fly. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Fournier against Bridges. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Fires the 3. That one no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Lob pass to Gordon. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Launches it. And it's Miles Bridges with the three. Bridges has got 5 now.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Here's Vucevic. The Magic again can't hit.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Here's Rozier. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Magic trail by 4. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Fultz finds Vucevic.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Graham dishes to Bridges. Back to Graham. Pass to Biyombo. Off target at the rim. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Fultz, the pass to Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. He's got 6.
Well, such a polished scorer. Vucevic doesn't mind absorbing hits. He will power through it.
Now, here's Rozier. With the teardrop, count it.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Fultz. Back to Gordon. He can't hit that time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hornets lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Ross and Gordon are the wing. Mohamed Bamba is out there with Vucevic, and it's Augustine in at the point guard position. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Orlando trailing here. Vucevic up top. Left side, Gordon. Here is Bamba, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Charlotte the foul.
Well, let's remember, Mo Bamba is 7 feet tall. He is a challenge for the defense to get a good contest.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Falls for Bamba. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, The agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Now, here's Rozier. He has 6. A three-pointer, no good. The Magic shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Gordon. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Washington passes to Graham. Lots of room. And the shot goes in. Washington's got his first bucket in this one. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Passes to Bamba. He kicks it to Vucevic. Orlando moving the ball around. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Washington. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Pass to Rozier. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Makes it off the glass. Rozier's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
Here's Bacon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Rozier kicks to Graham. Shoots the 3. That's good. And it's Rozier with the assist. And it's a 7-point Charlotte lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now, here's Bamba. Chalk up 2 there. And of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
Bacon's shot is off. The Magic trail by 5. Augustine passes to Vucevic. To the inside. Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
Graham with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. 1:51 left to play here in the second quarter. The pass to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Here's Zeller. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. That one drops for him. And it's now only a 1-point Charlotte lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Zeller finds Rozier. Over to the left wing. Beyond the arc. The shot's good from Bacon. Bacon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Augustine against Rozier. Augustine, no luck. Hornets leading by 4. Inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
He stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Super 2.
The first one falls. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Dwayne Bacon. Orlando also making some changes. Fournier's checked in for Gordon. And it's Carter Williams in for Augustine. Good on both. .50 seconds left in the first half. Carter Williams with it. Fournier in the corner. Batum with the steal. Pass to Rozier. At the elbow, Zeller. He dishes it to Graham. Now Zeller. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Rozier finds Zeller. Shot clock at 3. Batum for 3. And Bamba pulls it down. And here is Carter Williams. Fournier in the corner. The Magic again can hit. And so it's Charlotte with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Kenny, at a bit of a crossroads are the Charlotte Hornets. They've had some talent over the years, but haven't been able to get over the hump.
Yeah, sometimes when you come to the fork in the road, you got to go straight. Yep, and it's hard for them to figure this out. You know, their draft record hasn't been a hit. Just letting you know, MJ got to get it right.
But if you get to the fork in the road and go straight,
yeah,
aren't you going like off-road?
Yeah, you got to create your own path.
Sometimes
you got to create your own path.
Anyway, high number of coaching changes. Every time you go to a new system, you're starting over.
Which fork do you take when you get to?
I don't take a fork. I'm in my spaceship.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. We've got Terry Rozier. P.J. Washington is out there with Miles Bridges. And there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Graham in at the 2 guard. Here's Fultz after the basket by Charlotte. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's Rozier. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. 5 to shoot. From 10 feet out. Bridges for 3. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 4 assists in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Fultz the pass to Gordon. It's Fournier on the wing. Lob pass to Gordon.
You love seeing Aaron Gordon in the pick and roll. This guy is adept at setting screens and then getting into open space.
Here's Graham. 5 points in the game. Passes it to Biyombo. Back to Graham. Bridges kicks to Graham. Pass to Washington. Basket good. Washington's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hornets.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Fultz. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Now think back to the 2017 draft, guys. Some were surprised to see Markelle Fultz be the first pick. And when you think back on that draft, there's certainly a lot of what ifs.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Fournier against Graham. And the pass to Rozier. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 6 assists now in the game. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando. 9-point game. And it's Gordon missing.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Now, here's Rozier. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Over Gordon. The offensive rebound. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. That one good for 2. Gordon's got 6 points.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Now here's Gordon after the miss from Vucevic, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, this is all Aaron Gordon needs, right? Just a little space to run and forget about it.
Hornets leading by 5. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Rozier. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Now here's Graham. He has 5. Biyombo finds Rozier. Up and in on the layup. Rozier's got 6 in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Fournier gets a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And it's Rozier again missing. The Magic trail by 3. Isaac outside. Kicks it to Vucevic. Shoots over Washington. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Well, Nikola Vucevic can score against excellent defense. That is a good finish in close.
Rozier looking around. the top of the key. And that one is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Charlotte up 1. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So on the floor for Orlando, the lengthy bigs inside, Isaac and Bamba. Fultz is out there with Michael Carter-Williams, and it's Ross in at the small forward. Bamba passes to Ross. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Isaac. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Batum. Pass to Bridges. Batum against Bamba. Fades away. And the shot goes down. And the Hornets lead by 1. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Fultz with the ball. And Zeller picks him up defensively. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Batum passes to Zeller, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Going to the line, Tony Zeller. Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Zeller. And he's checked in for Fultz. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Boy, Jonathan Isaac comes out of Florida State back in 2017. 6th overall pick. Obviously, with that high a pick, you think, oh, he's come out of his career a little bit slow. But this team believes in his upside and is committed to building with him.
Now, here's Rozier. Back to Bridges. 2 points. That one goes.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Carter-Williams with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Nice shot there by Bamba.
And with Isaac, there is a lot to like. He could be a huge two-way forward for this team.
Right, Greg. A modern NBA big has got to develop a consistent perimeter game, which Isaac is working on. This guy's a big-time finisher right now. So with that frame and that age, this guy's upside absolutely tremendous.
At the line, your Hornets shooting 2.
That's good from Rozier.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Aaron Gordon comes in for James Ennis. Evan Fournier's checked in for Ross. And it's Fulton for Carter-Williams. He hits both from the stripe.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
On the wing, Isaac. Passes it to Gordon. It's Fournier on the wing. From 8, back to Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass. Gordon's got 11 in the second half.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Rozier kicks to Bridges. Outside, Batum. Yes, that goes in. And the Hornets lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now, here's Fultz. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And this, to me, is where Aaron Gordon can excel. This guy embraces contact on the way up.
At the line for the match, Aaron Gordon. At the line for 2. Free throw good, Gordon.
To me, Aaron Gordon has all the tools you'd want from a player on the rise. Very good establishing chemistry with his teammates, and all the necessary attributes are there to take a big jump.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. B.J. Washington comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Dwayne Bacon. And both free throws good for Gordon. And so here's Charlotte. Pass to Graham. Here's Washington. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got his 7th assist in the game. Fultz against Rozier. Bridges with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. The pass to Washington. Zeller trying to free himself up. Graham with the bucket. And now a 3-point Hornets lead.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Markel Fultz under duress. Big time shot.
Rambo, he's checked in for Charlotte. Free throw good from Fultz.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Now, here's Rozier. And they call an illegal screen here.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And that one drops.
Wow, Vucevic with the big-time delivery. The Montenegrin says, that's my shot.
Rozier against Fultz. Rozier, not a lot of room, lays it up off the glass.
A great sign of how confident Rozier is. He wants to be the leader, and you need your leader to come through with buckets like that.
Now, here's Fultz. 54 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Dishes it to Vucevic. Found it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Aaron Gordon.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear James Borrego coaching his team during the break. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. See how it plays out, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 29 seconds left in the game. Seconds left in the 4th quarter. 14 feet away. That shot, no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
I think the fact of the matter is all the tools are there for Jonathan Isaac. It's really a matter of being consistent for this young guy.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
Rozier, the pass to Graham. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Here's Fournier, and now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You know, there's an unpredictability about what Evan Fournier does that keeps defenders guessing. This guy is outstanding at using that to his advantage.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Bridges misses. Vucevic with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
At the line, Aaron Gordon. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Rozier. From deep. No good. And so it's Orlando winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Nick, great win tonight. Good performance by you. How surprising is it that you contributed to the game in so many ways?
I mean, I wouldn't say it surprised me. I always knew I could play at this level, but I just play hard. I just play hard and get things happen. I don't try to force anything. I just let the game come to me, and I play hard. Rebounds. Like I said, it's a lot about effort. That's what I can do every night. And points are gonna come some nights. Sometimes they won't. But just take what I get and just keep playing.
Well, you did it all over the floor tonight, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you.